Okay, let's welcome back to the show Congressman Mark Green of House Homeland Security. It's great to have you back on, sir. The integrity, the integrity of the election is coming up in debates tonight. We've got the Minneapolis Police Department now investigating allegations of voter fraud and illegal ballot harvesting involving allies and a campaign staffer connected to Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Can you break this down?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on the show, Liz. What happened is Project Veritas did some undercover work and discovered this individual who admitted to having 300 plus ballots in the back seat of his car. And he said there were tons of other people doing the exact same thing, harvesting ballots. And I think in that state, the law is that you can only carry a ballot for up to 3 people. One person can carry up to 3 ballots. And those limitations are set. If you're going to help someone out, help a neighbor out, help an elderly individual get their ballot counted, that's why those laws were set up like that. This is a gross abuse. It's against the law. The individual's even quoted as saying about Congresswoman Ilhan Omar that she would do anything she could to win. So it's appropriate for the police to be investigating. And I agree with President Trump. I think the Attorney General needs to get involved there.
The Democrats and the media keep saying that there are no problems with mail-in ballots or absentee ballots. There's no voter fraud. Here's the problem with that storyline, okay? Wait for it, because I've been watching this for decades and looking into it. The states and local officials don't monitor the problems at the state and local level. There's virtually no oversight of the problem, right? So there's virtually no policing of the problem for years. There are voter fraud allegations involving mail-in ballots now in Pennsylvania, New York, Minnesota, New Jersey, and Texas. We have problems with people going into senior citizens' home and taking their ballots and just writing in whoever they want to vote for. I mean, so the fact that the media and Democrats continue to downplay it without doing the investigative work and doing the legwork to see, yeah, there might be a problem, is a problem for the country and for the election system. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, you look and you mentioned the incident, I think, in Pennsylvania where military ballots were actually opened and then thrown in a dumpster. And in, I think it's Wisconsin, they found 3 trayfuls of ballots in a ditch. I mean, this is insane. And the fact that they continue to kind of push this narrative that they're safe, it only shows that just like Ilhan Omar, the rest of the Democrats are willing to do anything to claim power. And that means abusing other people who vote legitimately.
And we're showing a Time magazine headline that the Postal Service, the U.S. Post Office, did not update at least 1.8 million addresses for change of addresses for mail-in ballots. We also have Joe Biden's political director for Texas allegedly involved in illegal ballot harvesting scheme involving possibly senior citizen homes. So the stories keep coming in. 1,400 ballots, 14 Virginia voters got 2 absentee ballots. In New York City, people in New York basically got mail-in ballots and absentee ballots, it looks like, mail-in ballots meant for the U.S. military when they never served. That's what's happening, Congressman.
It's crazy, Liz. The Pew Research Institute did a study, I think it was in 2014, that found 24 million voter registrations had significant errors in them. You can't do these mass mail-outs to just... And here's the problem. The Democrats want to conflate the idea of an absentee ballot, which is very secure. You have to request it, and just these mass mailings. They're not the same, and they're certainly not as secure. And that's just another misinformation from them. I would even go so far as to say a lie and a deception in order to try to get this, the wool pulled over the eyes of the American people.
Well, Congressman, we appreciate you breaking down how they're trying to whip fastballs by the viewers and the voters. We always love having your insights and perspectives. Will you come back soon, Congressman?
Thanks, Liz. Will do.